Hi, welcome to A Moment with Mark. I have a love-hate relationship with mirrors. Maybe you do too. They show you what looks good or what you can fix to look better, but they also reveal the physical parts you don't want to see. When it comes to the personal side of who we are, there is nothing more powerful than marriage when it comes to highlighting the good or exposing the bad. Living life together 24/7 brings out the best and the worst of each of us. Here's a huge lesson I learned when I looked into my marriage mirror. I was frustrated at Zarin one night. She just wasn't doing what I wanted her to do. I was mad. She had gone to bed early, and by the time I turned in, I was really angry and couldn't sleep. As I laid there, I began talking to God, and I had the following conversation with him in my head. I was reminded of a story in the Bible where God was explaining an analogy he had used with a prophet named Jeremiah. God referred to himself as the potter, while each of us are clumps of clay. He added that the clay is always completely in the hands of the potter. He forms the clay exactly as he wishes, when and how he wants to. It is his design and his plans that are followed. The clay doesn't have anything to say. Furthermore, he reminded me that the finishing touches of each clump of clay wouldn't be made until the very end. Well, then God got personal. I sense he was asking me a very sobering question. Mark, what if the part of Zarin that you find most frustrated is a part of her that I don't plan to touch up until the very end? I didn't like the question. My first response was, "Oh God, no!" Shortly thereafter, my second response was, "Oh God, if this is true, then you have to work on me because I'm not doing a very good job at loving my wife the way she is." I quickly went from, "Lord, will you change her?" to, "Lord, will you change me?" I realized when looking in the marriage mirror that I was looking at her as the one in the wrong, and God pointed out the wrong in me instead. Marriage is tough. If you want to have a good one, it takes all kinds of work. Throughout our lives together, we must look closely at what is revealed to us in the marriage mirror. And rather than blame the mirror, which is in fact a ridiculous notion, we must accept the highlighted flaws and go to work on us. What I'm suggesting is not an easy thing to do. It's certainly no fun. It requires humility, a willingness to admit that we don't have it all together, nor can we do it all on our own. I often think of how thankful I am for the life of Jesus Christ and his incredible love and patience with me. Jesus once said that he is the way. When I am willing and when I ask, he shows me the way. For instance, how to reflect that same patience and love towards my wife, even when I'm frustrated. He shows me where I need to change, and he gives me the motivation to do so. Well, what is God doing in your life to make you a better husband or wife? What is your takeaway from my post? Please leave a comment below. Thanks for listening.